Over there at Pirates and Princesses, we got to talk about one Mr. Iger.
Mr. Iger, am I gonna rage?
You're
Probably.
gonna rage. You're gonna rage hard on this one because I raged hard. I while watching football on Sunday, I was reading articles and searching. Okay, and I raged hard watching football. Like I was a little angry. So Disney gave Bob Iger 30% compensation boost after massive layoffs.
30!
In a recent filing with the SEC, was revealed that Disney's CEO Bob Iger received a 30% increase in compensation package from 2023. This comes after the massive layoffs of the past 2 years and a failed proxy war. So how much did Bob Iger get? Let's just go through it. According to the 2025 proxy statement filed with the SEC, Bob Iger's compensation package of 2024 was $41.1 million, a 30% increase from the $31.6 million in 2023. Iger's base pay of $1 million stayed the same, but he also received non-equity incentive plan compensation totaling $7.2 million. He also received an $18.3 million in stocks, $12 million in options, a change in pension value deferred compensation earnings of $495,142, and $2.1 million in other compensation. This all comes after the massive layoffs across Disney, ABC, ESPN, Pixar, etc. It is also after the Disney stock has remained below the 2024 high of almost $123. The stock hit back in April. That dropped soon after Bob Iger thwarted the proxy battle with Nelson Peltz and Tyrion Partners. Since then, the stock has stayed about $10 below that price and hasn't been above the April 2024 high price since Iger returned to the company.
Really quick, I have an honest question for you guys. What would you do with that much money? Like, yearly, what do you do?
Give it to the employees that are being laid off?
No, I understand that. I do understand that. But, like, you don't need that much money. What do you do with that much money?
Exactly. My opinion is I don't know what Iger has done as of at least recent
in this tenure
to go ahead and justify the pay and justify him still being the head of the company. His whole time, his biggest thing he's ever had to add to the picture was he goes and buys companies. That's the biggest thing Iger, at least outwardly, that we can see as fans and such have seen. We know he's added a lot of debt to the company, which is not good. And he has done a lot of cuts for the parks, which we're now seeing the consequences of. But the best part about this, in my opinion, and to me, this doesn't make sense. So maybe the two of you both are bright gentlemen. You can maybe explain this to me. You're getting ready for what is being predicted to probably be one of the worst years that the company has ever had. Because, again, they don't have anything to compete with Universal this year. And as much as they hate to admit it, their Florida parks is what makes the money for the whole company. That is their biggest breadwinner. You know you're going to be in a very bad financial spot throughout the year. Where does a 30% bonus to the CEO make sense?
It doesn't.
Okay, because that's where I'm at. I'm like, I'm sorry, that 30% should be right now, if you're not going to go ahead and give it to the employees, you should be putting it over here to be saved for the rough months that are coming ahead.
Yeah. Your rainy day fund that you know you're going to need to dip into this year, but it's greed. Plain and simple.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, so according to the article, and this is according to the still coming from that same report that Disney has to turn in. So why did he get so much? The box office, Bob Iger is being credited with the success of Inside Out 2 and Deadpool and Wolverine. However, the latter was the result of good work done by the creative team behind the film. And also, the part that this article doesn't mention, Deadpool and Wolverine was greenlit actually by Bob Chapek, but, can't mention him anymore. Streaming, Iger is credited with pursuing streaming services to profitability. He's also being credited with the ad spends, which were initially under Bob Chapek, and integrating Hulu into Disney+. Ironically, Iger gets initially was firmly against aiding adult content to Disney+. So, more of that stuff coming in that he was against, but that's the stuff making money at the moment, so now all of a sudden he's all for it. D23 slashed the $60 billion in spending in the parks and experiences. D23 was huge in 2024, had 2 events, one in Anaheim and one in Brazil. It was here that Josh D'Amaro and Disney found ways to tick off a bunch of guests and park fans by announcing Cars was going to replace the Rivers of America in Walt Disney World, and Monsters, Inc. was going to replace Muppet Vision 3D. Disney also claims it will spend $60 billion on new additions, rethemes, and maintenance. The rethemed word is a new one. I did not see that. That was not listed initially with all their reports. And maintenance at all its theme parks. Meanwhile, Epic Universe is opening in May, and Disney could take a big hit in theme parks. It is also possible that the new park will bring more guests to Disney as families. Make one big trip. And that is true. That is the line Disney keeps going back to, is that rising tides rises all ships.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to get as much of a benefit as they're hoping. That being said, the other side of it, when Animal Kingdom opened, and there was a massive increase of that summer in Florida, Universal did see a massive increase. However, Animal Kingdom also was not well received on opening, so. But yeah. What do you think? Do you think he deserves his big increase in all the money he's making? I certainly don't.
I can't say my piece on stream.
I mean, he could just give me the money and then it's okay.
If I had my censor button ready, I'd let you go and just censor here and there where I think it's coming up, because
George, you would just have to hold the button.
Oh no, George, look in the studio chat real fast.
Oh, there's 3 messages over there. Oh, the audio is good. Oh,
yeah.
No, that could not be. That could not be
on stream.
No. The dark jokes and dark humor is one thing.
Anywho, jokes.